obviously a big day for you. You know, this whole special media attention, a day made just for you. Like, how does it feel to get this attention?
It's crazy, you know. I'm just trying to soak it all in and take it day by day and just enjoy the process.
So you used to do the Kickin with Karate Hottie blogs for everyone latest, which we very much appreciated. And on those you talked about, you know, that passion that you had for wanting to teach martial arts. We saw a little bit about that. We saw a little bit of that today. And you know, how much teaching are you doing mixed in with your training?
I have always had a passion for teaching, and I think I will continue to once I'm done fighting and all the way until I'm an old grandma. But right now, I'm teaching cardio kickboxing once a week at Wings Gym, and my daughter is learning on the other side while I'm teaching. But that's all I am able to do. If I had more time to commit, I would definitely be teaching the children. I have so much fun teaching the children, and I actually think that I get so much more out of it when I teach, because when you teach you have to be able to break it down very simplistically. When you break it down, you're forcing yourself to go through the steps, step by step, and it just forces you to revisit the basics, which are the most important parts of any type of sport. If you talk to any high-level athlete, it's those reps of the basics over and over and over again. Just like very elementary and just very foundational for me as an MMA fighter. I remember sparring with Donald Cerrone and trying to throw an axe kick on him, and I bring my leg up and I'm like, yes, this is gonna land, and he sweeps me from under my other leg and knocks the wind out of me, and he's standing over me and he's like, don't ever do that shit again. It really just kind of put things into perspective as far as, wow, I have a lot to learn. I want to fight a top 5 opponent, and hopefully it's somebody that's going to put me in title contention for whoever wins the fight against Joanna Andrade.
Okay. Is there a specific opponent you have?
I think it's probably narrowed down. You know, Carla's already taken, Andrade is taken. It's probably between Rose and Carolina. Match up great with both of the girls. Rose and Carolina, they fought, and it ended in a split decision, so both of the ladies are really good. Rose is a little bit more creative when it comes to utilizing all the different parts of MMA. Carolina sits down a little bit more in her punches. She's a little bit more clinchy. So I think either one of those fights would be lots of fun for me to go in and try to use my strategy against them. Ideally, I'd like to get back April or May.
And just, you know, that fight in April, May against the top opponent, you get that win. Would you like to get that title shot before the end of the year? You know?
Yeah. You know, at the beginning of the year, everybody writes down their New Year's resolutions, and one of my New Year's resolutions was to fight for the belt in 2017. So we're gonna try to make that happen.
Thank you.
I get off the phone with these big names, and LeBron. I see these texts from LeBron James, and I'm having dinner with Dana White, and all these things that are happening, I just have to, it just feels really surreal. And I remember getting off a Skype interview with WME and just trying to play it cool, like, okay, see you guys later. And then after the Skype, after we like hung up the Skype, jumping on the bed and just kind of like laughing and crying at the same time out of, you know, happiness. So it's great, you know, we're just enjoying the moment.
What is that?
Well, it's my husband and I, and it's kind of like symbolic of just a moment in time when, you know, when we first fell in love. And we always talked about getting tattoos, and so we've been together for, it'll be almost 9 years in July, and we always talked about it. His birthday was coming up, and instead of taking him to the movies, I took him to the tattoo shop, and I made him get it first to see if it looked good. and then I got it. And yeah, you know, we've been through a lot, and this is just the beginning, so